What if the sweetener you trusted was now being linked to a heart attack? Recent headlines claim that erythritol, a popular zero-calorie sugar substitute, may increase your risk of blood clots, strokes, and even sudden cardiac events. Is this the truth, or just another case of media hype and misunderstood science? If you truly want to understand how to avoid a heart attack, this video will walk you through the real science behind the scare and what your doctor probably won't tell you. Stay with me. By the end, you'll know whether erythritol is the villain or possibly the body's secret defense. In early 2023, headlines exploded with a bold claim: erythritol linked to blood clots, strokes, and heart attacks. It was everywhere, on major news networks, across social media feeds, and even trending on health blogs. One study in particular triggered the firestorm. Researchers found that people with higher levels of erythritol in their blood had a greater risk of cardiovascular events like heart attack and stroke. Sounds scary, right? But here's the part most people, including the media, skipped. The study did not measure how much erythritol people were actually eating. In fact, it didn't look at diet at all. It only looked at blood levels of erythritol at a single point in time. That's important, because your body doesn't just absorb erythritol from food, it can make erythritol on its own through natural metabolic processes. This is called endogenous erythritol. So now the question becomes, were high erythritol levels causing the heart problems? Or were people already dealing with poor heart health and their bodies were simply producing more erythritol in response? This is where the media headlines fall short. Instead of asking deeper questions or explaining the limits of the data, they ran with a fear-based narrative, leaving millions of people wondering, do I need to throw out everything I've been using to stay healthy? Before you do that, let's walk through the 4 biggest problems with this study and why you shouldn't panic just yet. Let's break this down into 4 big problems, because when you actually look at the study behind these scary headlines, you'll notice it's far from conclusive. Problem number 1: correlation is not causation. Yes, the study found a correlation between high erythritol levels and cardiovascular events like heart attacks. But correlation only means 2 things happened together, not that one caused the other. Here's a fun example. There's a 99.79% correlation between U.S. spending on science and space technology and the number of people who die by getting tangled in bedsheets. Do we stop funding science because of that? Of course not. Statistical coincidences happen all the time. Correlation does not equal causation, and that alone weakens the entire claim. Problem number 2: the study never measured how much erythritol people actually consumed. That's right, there was no data on diet. The study only measured blood erythritol levels, which could come from food or could be produced naturally by the body. That leads us to the next point. Problem 3: your body makes erythritol, especially when you're unwell. Erythritol isn't just found in low-calorie sweeteners. Your body makes it when it breaks down glucose, especially if you have diabetes, belly fat, high sugar intake, liver or kidney problems, chronic inflammation, alcohol consumption. So high blood erythritol could simply mean this person already has poor metabolic health. Which came first, the erythritol or the disease? Problem 4. Other research says erythritol might actually help, not hurt. This is the part that never makes it to the headlines. Erythritol has been shown in multiple studies to act as an antioxidant, reduce inflammation, improve insulin sensitivity, support endothelial function, the lining of blood vessels, even slow down weight gain in high-fat diet models. In other words, erythritol might not be causing the problem, it could be the body's response to the problem. So now the big question becomes, is erythritol the villain or the misunderstood good guy? Let's step back and look at the bigger picture of heart health and what truly matters when it comes to how to avoid a heart attack. Here's the truth. If you're serious about how to avoid a heart attack, erythritol shouldn't even be at the top of your worry list. Most Americans today are dealing with high blood pressure, insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, high-stress lifestyles, poor sleep, and diets loaded with ultra-processed carbs and added sugars. Let's be honest, heart health isn't about one food or one ingredient. It's about the overall system, your lifestyle, your habits, your metabolic health. And that's where real prevention starts. So, how to prevent the heart attack? For real? Here are 4 simple but powerful habits that can reduce your heart risk more than any sweetener ever could. 1. Lower inflammation from the source. That means moving your body daily, even a brisk walk works. Managing stress with intentional downtime or meditation. Avoiding ultra-processed foods and excess sugar. Chronic inflammation is the silent killer behind most heart issues, and you can reduce it naturally. 2. Eat real food that supports your heart. Focus on leafy greens, berries, wild-caught fish, olive oil. Nuts and seeds, walnuts, chia, flax. Spices like turmeric and garlic. Low glycemic carbs in moderation. If erythritol helps you cut added sugar without raising blood sugar or insulin, it may actually be part of your heart health strategy, not a threat. 3. Get 7 to 8 hours of real, restful sleep. Sleep is when your heart resets. Poor sleep raises blood pressure, cortisol, and inflammation every night. No supplement can replace sleep. 4. Track the right markers, not just headlines. Ask your doctor about CRP, C-reactive protein, 1AC, long-term blood sugar, lipid particle size, not just total cholesterol. And yes, your lifestyle history, not just lab numbers. The bottom line? You don't need to fear erythritol. You need to fear misinformation and ignoring the habits that truly protect your heart. In the next section, let's tie it all together with a quick summary and one simple thing you can do today to support your heart health. So, let's bring it all home. Erythritol may not be perfect, but based on the science, it's far more likely to be a marker of existing health issues, not the cause of them. If you walk away from this video with one idea, let it be this. Don't let media headlines distract you from what truly matters. Heart attacks don't happen overnight. They're the result of years of silent damage, inflammation, stress, poor nutrition, lack of sleep, and ignoring warning signs. The best strategy for how to prevent the heart attack isn't in a headline. It's in your daily choices. What you eat, how you move, how you rest, how you manage stress, and yes, what you choose to believe. Now, here's your action step. If this video helped shift your perspective, share it with someone you care about. Because someone out there is throwing away all their erythritol right now and still eating donuts, sleeping 4 hours a night, and living in stress. Let's refocus. Let's choose real prevention, not fear. And if you want to go deeper into heart health, check out this next video right here. 5 silent signs your body is inflamed and how it leads to heart attacks. It could be the most important video you watch this year.